Hi guys, I'm Tom Bradley. Welcome to the second instalment of the hybrid drum lessons for Rhythm Magazine. So today we're going to continue on from our last lesson where we took a pad and used it as a side snare, effectively playing a hand clap running through a module. So if you missed that one, go back, have a look first, and then come back to this one. So what we've started by doing is moving the pad over into this position, and now we're introducing a new element called a trigger, an acoustic trigger. So what we're going to do effectively this time, instead of having to play the snare drum and the side pad as a hand clap at the same time, where we can actually overlay or layer the hand clap, or in this case we're going to use a tambourine sound over the top of the snare as we hit it. And we're going to program the pad as a cowbell this time and create some interesting kind of percussion-based grooves. To start off with, we'll go into the menu and then instrument as we did last time, cycle through to, in this case on the TM6 Pro, we have different categories. So we're looking for percussion, and then we can go through and we want our tambourine. There we go. So, and then, as I mentioned before, we're going to set this one, the side pad, to a cowbell. So once again, percussion. Notice actually, rather than hitting the buttons as we did last time, I've actually just hit the pad and then it automatically selects which one we need. So through to percussion, and there's a cowbell in here somewhere. Oh, not an 808 cowbell, we don't want that one. Where have you gone? There we go. Okay, cool. So now we're ready to hear some examples. So here's example one. So really simple one to start off with. We're just playing the eighth notes on the right hand between the cowbell and the ride cymbal, and just a steady 1 and 3 on the kick drum and a 2 and 4 on our snare drum with the tambourine overlaid. So here it is a little bit quicker. In exercise 2, we're effectively going to do the same thing, except we're going to invert between the cowbell and the ride cymbal on our right hand. So rather than cowbell first on the on beat, we'll have the ride cymbal first on the on beat and the cowbell on the off beat. And here's that one a little bit quicker. For example 3, we're going to just add another kick drum on the and of 2. So just working on that independence a little bit more and just kind of diversifying the groove a little bit. So let's hear that one a little bit quicker. So for example number 4, we're going to follow the same idea as number 2, where we switch over and play the ride cymbal on the downbeat and the cowbell on the upbeat this time, with the same bass drum pattern. And then here's that example a little bit quicker. So in example number 5, we're going to make it a little bit more funky by adding some ghost notes. So of course, because of the snare trigger, you'll notice that the tambourine is still being triggered on the quieter ghost notes as well. So we get an interesting percussive pattern happening over the snare drum. So here's number 5 slowly. And then here's the same example a little bit faster. So finally, example number 6, we have the same ghost note and bass drum pattern, but of course we're going to flip the right hand back over, so the ride cymbal's on the downbeat again. And then finally, here's number 6 at full speed. So as ever, when you're working on these examples, keep things nice and slow, work at your own pace, and make sure that when you're playing the ghost notes that they're nice and delicate, because as you speed it up, you'll get a really nice flow of notes and stop it from sounding blocky. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Please join me for the next one, where we'll be looking to expand our setup further using a kick trigger as well. Enjoy.